you ready to be entertained? Let's go.
Everyone keeps telling me how my story is supposed to go.
Look in my eyes, tell me your tale. Do you see the road? I'm out to my soul. And tell me the size whenever the smoke clear out of my face. And my picture perfect and blue.
Nah, I'ma do my own thing.
Look in my eyes, tell me your tale. Do you see the road? I'm out to my soul. And tell me the size whenever the...
Welcome back, y'all. We are getting into Doctor Who season finale. But before we get into Doctor Who, I have to say, Happy Pride! Yes. We are in Pride Month, and when we're in Pride Month, that normally means I'm never around. I'm always out doing something. So yeah, I'm gonna try to be filming here and doing my big one, but I definitely have to shout out to everybody out there who celebrates Pride. Happy Pride. Now let's get into this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I've enjoyed this season thoroughly. I loved it so much more than I liked the previous season. So now we're gonna be wrapping up this story and seeing what's going on. The two new villains I really did enjoy. I forgot the name already, but you guys know me, I forget everything. I was partying last night. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna be getting into this and seeing what's going to happen with the doctors. Actually, we have Conrad, bloop, that's one. Then the baby, which can make wishes. Then we had that beautiful child who we've seen in a previous episode of this season. Was it this season? Space Babies. Was Space Babies this season? No, it was last season. So season 1. And we've seen that beautiful child in this season in the background in another episode, which was the story and the engine in episode 5. And now we have her here and the doctor's saying that is my child. So that was interesting. Then we have in the background, Susan, she's over there. She hasn't yelled, she hasn't screamed yet. She's just smiling. We love us some Susan. Susan was one of my favorite characters of Doctor Who Classics when I first started watching it. And now, and we also have the two, I forgot, like I said, I forgot the name of those two characters that split apart. And also, nobody let me know yet about this, maybe nobody has the answer, why this particular doctor can split in half and why now the other Time Lord lady, she could split in half. Why they all splitting in half? And if they're all split in half, is that going to start the Time Lord thing all over again? There's gonna be a whole bunch of Time Lords. They can actually just start killing each other and just keep splitting. They won't be a problem. So there's that. I'm ready to get into this episode, y'all. So without further ado, let's jump into Doctor Who and find out exactly what the doctor has got to give. Come on, Doctor. Come on. Hey.
Welcome to the Time Hotel. If you'd like to come with me, sir.
The Time Hotel?
He had an actual magic door, a little too late.
That was the lady that we met in, was that season 1? That was season 1. And she was in, gagged us already. Gagged.
One more day to go. It's May the 24th tomorrow.
Here she is.
John?
Anita!
Hello, Doctor.
Oh! But the world was destroyed.
No, look. Gets to midnight and then it all clicks back to 7 a.m. on May the 23rd. It's done it hundreds of times.
Really?
Where am I there?
I've got the house key. I can open the door anyway.
Somebody else is pleased to see you too.
This is a baby boy due in 3 months. If we ever get there, because this place is in trouble.
Abandoned hotel.
Rani.
The Rani.
She's a Time Lord too, yeah? I tried looking for your TARDIS, but I can't find it.
I left you. You were just...
Ordinary.
I didn't say that.
On my days off, I go looking for you.
Wow.
But what about this Rani? Why is she doing all this?
She needs the same day to keep repeating itself so that it gets thinner and thinner infinite until it snaps.
What for?
To find Omega,
Omega.
the most fearsome Time Lord in existence.
Palace of hers is no entry. She's surrounded by a threshold. We can't get in.
What?
Says that portal. You were supposed to follow him everywhere. All right, I had Christmas off. And so did you. You're the same person. We can't wait for another midnight. 99977. Seekers have fixed the location. There, hidden beneath reality, deep in the underverse. Omega, our Lord and Master.
No one is Lord and Master of me.
What?
Poppy's room.
Puppies!
Every time the world resets, it gets a bit bumpy. Things fall through the gaps.
A world built on a wish, willed into existence by the Rani's pet human, Conrad Clark. And I have a daughter.
But she isn't real.
How dare you?
Oh?
What's happened here, in this tiny little bedroom in the middle of suburbia, is bigger than anything.
Hello? You're home? I thought you were... I don't know what I thought.
Doctor just kind of snapped.
Daddy's here.
She's so pretty. He wearing a dress with pants.
I'm Belinda Chandra. She's real. Oh my God, you're the doctor. And who's that?
This is Anita.
I just work in hospitality, really. Please tell me our daughter is safe.
She is in danger, but we will fight, Belle, to save her. Fight like never before.
Boys! Wait, did a doctor? Wait, I'm confused. So is the show letting us know that the doctor slept with Belinda and they really did have a kid? I'm so confused about that. Y'all can comment down below. You guys know when Doctor Who's really good, I always am confused. And I'm very confused about that storyline. I don't get it. I don't get it.
What on earth? Wait, don't look. All of you keep working. I said keep working.
Doctor!
Mr. Smith, what on earth do you think you're wearing?
The future! These are doorways into real time, allowing you to see the truth.
And that you stop.
Mr. Smith is gone. I am the doctor.
Oh.
I'm wearing a suit.
I'm wearing tweed.
Danger! Subatomic disruption. Reality levels now converging. Reality is reasserting itself.
Oh!
Conrad couldn't imagine you for even a second, so you didn't exist.
I'm in the hotel industry.
Neat. I need you to stay there. Keep that door open. Keep the real time flowing, honey. Bone beast. Creatures from the underverse. Because when two realities collide, it creates friction. They're like antibodies. They sort of graze, feeding off the atoms.
What?
Cleaning up the world.
Poppy!
I'm Belinda.
And this is our daughter Poppy.
Well, now you're going too far.
Happy May the 23rd. Same to you, only one day to go.
We had all unit personnel biochips so we know where they are. Maybe we can use the chip to signal them and wake them up.
What the hell's going on?
You can't say things like that. You've got to behave, Ruby.
Where are you going? Me? I want to save the world.
Don't like a man, somebody. What you
She's
really
standing
doing?
up.
What I do best.
Is it working?
We need to move a little faster. Could tilt you on your side and serve olives with those dimples. The doctor. He's out there somewhere, and you hold all of the wish in your head, Conrad. Can you find him, Connie?
Can you find me? Connie?
I need you to build me that in record time. Can you do that?
Consider it done, sir.
I have been a housewife.
We are facing the unholy trinity. God of Wishes, Crazy Time Lady, Conrad Clark.
Still alive.
Oh, she knows Rani.
I fought the Rani when I travelled with the Doctor all those years ago. The whole universe is just an experiment to her.
We half remembered ourselves, living Conrad's version of an ordinary life, all crushed and stifled in a pulp.
We met a girl named Poppy. Exactly like her, Doctor.
What does that mean?
It just makes it even more amazing.
You had a whole world to hide in, and you ran half a mile away. The Rani.
We meet again.
I thought you'd be dead. I thought there's no way that painted doll of a princess could ever survive.
The Time Lords were slaughtered. How did you survive?
I saw it coming, the genetic explosion. Flipped my DNA, made a biological sidestep, survived the cunning.
How did you get to Earth? Oh, time ring. Poor baby.
It led me to you. Find a stupid blonde Earth girl, and there you are. Idiots putting up with you and your 57 mother.
I've never met you in my life.
All right, Rubes, darling.
Mrs. Flood.
That's my neighbour.
That's my neighbour.
They're both the Rani.
We bi-generated. Obviously. Look at that police box. And pinning it all down to May the 24th. But I was brilliant.
Man is Omega.
Splitting open the world to reach him in the underverse beneath.
My father fought Omega back in the 1970s,
Omega.
said he was a titan, called him the Mad God.
Legend says that they bound him and banished him because he is insane.
The point is, he's alive. With his body, I can resurrect the Time Lords and construct a new Gallifrey. The Gallifrey of old never did appreciate me, but this will be a power in the sky.
And what about you? The two of you?
I think she's asking us to mate.
You don't understand. That's why I keep telling you that Poppy is so special because she is impossible, the child of a Time Lord.
The species is barren. We're a biological dead end. There can never be another Gallifreyan child.
What?
Extinction is taking a bit longer, that's all.
So Poppy came out of the wish.
A mad woman and a maniac came up with a ridiculous plan, and out of it came her.
Pause. So if Poppy is a Time Lord created from a wish, then why doesn't the Rani and Conrad just say, I wish there to be a bunch of Time Lords? Or for them to be no longer sterile, or sterile, however they say it. I don't understand. If they can create Poppy through a wish, and then she's now a Time Lord, and she's real, that they keep letting us know she's real, which is impossible, why can't they just say, make a lot of Time Lord kids? And then there's a bunch of Time Lord kids. Or am I just like far-fetching? Am I reaching?
Doesn't Poppy solve everything? I mean, she's Time Lord DNA.
Well, yes, except the mother.
What about me?
Human. And the child is contaminated. I think I've lost the crowd. You are disgusting, and you are cattle. He walks around like he's one of you. You're like insects to him. Let me build a new Gallifrey, and I will leave your world untouched.
Then the wish ends.
What would happen to Poppy?
She would cease to exist. No. She would vanish. Like a whisper.
She's not real. She's made of hopes and dreams and wishes.
That is every child.
That's true.
If we don't end the wish, this stays as Conrad's world. I remember her being my daughter, and if I remember it, then it's true. Not one of you is taking her out of existence. Have you got that?
Stand with me, Doctor, and set a new race of Time Lords up on high. Or stay down here with the beasts below. Battle is on, Doctor. Good luck.
The Chronon beam will pull Omega out of the Underverse. If we fake an excitation of its atoms,
The bone beasts will see the tower as an enemy.
I have to say, I understand what she's doing. I understand that she wants to bring Omega, or however they pronounce this person's name, the Time Lord, and she wants to use the Omega's DNA, I believe, to bring about a whole bunch of Time Lords to recreate Gallifrey. Somehow Poppy was wished in this world. Really, Poppy's just this being or this rift to add on to the stacks and stacks of layers of what's going on in this episode to be like, oh God, here's another element, right? She's a gorgeous child. I have to keep saying that. So confused with the Poppy storyline, and I know somebody's probably typing ferociously down below that, like, how do you not get it? But I truly don't get why we added in, other than for us to add on another stack on the story about Poppy and her being created, and the Time Lords can't have kids, which I didn't know. I didn't know that at all, actually. So how did they keep, why was there so many? Oh, because the blast made, when they were fighting the Daleks in that big battle, from the blast, it sterilized all the Time Lords, but also killed all of them. Is that what we're talking about? I don't know. Everything is all over the place. And then Poppy's here, and Poppy, the Poppy storyline is so confusing. Oh my God, I wish you guys were here right now to whisper in my ear sweet nothings so I could figure this out.
Combat teams, attend your station, now!
Mel, Rose, I want you to bio-sync Ruby for the flight.
I'm on it. Did you say flight?
Yes, I did.
Trust me, we're going down to Flora instead, yeah? Come on.
Activating weapons platform!
Is it ready?
If I have to hold it together with my bare hands. Yes, it's ready.
We put Poppy in. And if the wish comes to an end, we open it up.
Poppy will still exist.
I hope.
You hope.
I owe the Doctor my life, Miss Chandler. I won't let him down.
I don't really remember her.
I'm going with her. And I can't help you in the fight. My battle is in there, saving my daughter.
Rani wins and we are destroyed. You will be locked in there for all eternity. You wouldn't starve. You would just be. Forever.
Well, so would a girl.
With Poppy. Let's do it.
Connection that she has with this child that she actually never had. It was like a wish. But I guess now the bond between her and this child is so strong that for all of the other 7 episodes where she was screaming, not screaming, but she was asking to go home to see her family, she's like, you know what? If they get destroyed, honey, it's fine. I need to stay with this child that I just met in the last episode. Duh. And we're gonna stay in this box. And if you all die, and I'm stuck in this box forever with this child that I just met in the last episode, all is well. Kind of confusing. Oh, wow.
Open the parallax cannons! Fire!
Oh.
With me, 0 coordinates map of real-time dynamics.
Doctor, we got a war going. Let's go. Move faster.
What if it doesn't work?
I think she'll fade away like gossamer. It'll be like Poppy never existed.
That will never happen.
Never. I was meant to meet you, Belinda. It's all for this, so that Poppy can live.
Close it.
Ow! What's that for? It's like a biosync thing. It makes the software respond to you.
You'll be fine, as long as you don't press the yellow button.
Oh my God, it really works!
To stop him and bring his wish to an end.
How do I do that? What do I do? Can I punch him? Yes, you can! Well, hang on, what about Anita and a magic door? I'm just Hotelia, really. Can I get us into the palace?
I need to get in there, lower the threshold so I can stop the Rani.
But how can you do that?
Oh, I tricked her.
Copied her coding.
All personnel, hold on tight!
Go ahead.
If we die here today, I love you lot.
Just shut up and go!
Oh, that's nice then. Meanwhile, inside this thing. What?
Like I wasn't ready for you.
And you're really very obvious. I know you haven't arrived with a weapon.
The Time Lords of Omega
Oh my God.
were tyrants and murderers.
Then rebuild them with us.
Don't you want to see him, the Almighty One? Don't you?
Yes.
The tomb of Omega. Or his prison. I suggest we find out.
I want to say thank you. Because Conrad's world, it could have been so much worse.
I did what he said.
Who?
The doctor. He told me people just want to be safe and fed and warm.
Try to give everyone a family. You never, ever mentioned your father, and I wonder why.
You don't know me at all.
A heartbeat. A double heartbeat. Omega lives. Creator of the Time Lords. Come back to this world. Well, some of it was true. You and me, when I made you smile.
What?
Thunderverse is a world of legends, so Omega has become his own legend. He is the Mad God.
I will become the god of time, with Time Lords to feast upon.
I introduced to you the Rani.
This little thing.
A good night from me.
Oh, thanks. What is your intent?
I am free to feast upon this world.
Stand here without hope or help.
If only I had a weapon. Hiding in plain sight.
The power of 1 billion supernovas.
I wish you to be happy.
I'm kind of mad that they killed the Rani off. The other Miss Flooded survived, but I actually liked that lady as the Rani too. I thought she brought a lot to the character. Well, she did.
And the wish.
Don't you ever wonder deep down in both your hearts where your TARDIS was?
You're in the TARDIS.
When I do this, because I must. No more wishes.
This baby is so tired of being kissed. Oh, Poppy! So she's a Time Lord and a human. Where's Susan?
Well, you know he's human by birth. We just don't know where in time and space he's from.
I thought, who is the best mother in the world?
Me. But I am too busy playing poker. Joseph was my late husband's name.
Joe Sunday.
Joe Sunday. Can't run around like a nutcase anymore.
Things will have to change.
Poppy, where's my girl?
She's too big for this already, aren't you, Poppy?
So what are you guys gonna do, the three of you? Like, settle down?
Oh, absolutely not. My daughter's not gonna have a boring life. It's always cold in here, but for the first time, it's too warm.
That's the TARDIS accommodating.
How come my memory was different? Why did I remember things that no one else could?
We have seen many a strange thing together, Ruby Roo.
Hey, it's a skill.
It's a skill.
It's a scout.
I wonder where we take her first. She could see Neptune. No, she could see Kerala.
Kerala, I have never been.
Wonderful.
In the year 60,000, there is a planet called New Delhi.
Knew it. I knew I would get you in the end.
We want to see the Big Bang.
Thin and thin.
We will have the best of times.
Where's she gone?
Who?
Poppy. Who's Poppy?
Because the robots from Miss Belinda Chandra 1, I've got to chuck this thing back out into space, then the robots can find it. History is intact, thank you very much.
Doctor, where's she gone?
Who?
You have a daughter, the two of you together. What do you think the cot is?
There was a little girl named Poppy.
That space baby lives far away in a different world. Where shall we go?
There's a great big universe waiting for us. Take me to the stars.
Good.
What about Ruby? She's in the TARDIS.
Let me just make sure everything.
Nobody remembers.
Officially May the 24th, the day we thought would never arrive.
Anita, you are so amazing.
It could work for UNIT. You'd be very useful with a key like that.
Oh, I'm so sorry, but this key is far too powerful for the 21st century. They say hello, by the way.
Who does?
The boss.
The boss?
Harken that.
So, the entire world is back to normal. Is the world exactly as it was?
Well, funny you should say. There are tiny little changes.
There are mistakes.
It was bound to happen. Ruby, reality shifted on a massive scale.
I found him. He posted this online.
Stop filming me.
Chief cook and bottle washer.
Ollie, for the
nice little
interviews.
place in Lewisham. And no one remembers him from the old days. That Conrad's been forgotten, even by himself.
Wow.
The gods are full of tricks. One wish survived. And it turns out to be him. Kate, do you remember a child called Poppy in this room?
No.
The Blinks, do you have any record of a child called Poppy in this building on May the 23rd?
Negative.
Susan, you saved Poppy's life. You built a zero room to save her. Surely you've got to remember that.
I built it like an escape pod. For all of us.
Poppy went in there. We all watched her come out.
You are remembering this wrong.
Not to be rude, but it's kind of offensive to say I've got a daughter I don't remember.
What?
My memory is one of the glitches.
It must be.
Except the glitches were real before they changed. Because I was right in the Wish world, wasn't I? There's another world, a slightly different reality, and it might just be a tiny little change, but she's a child. One life has disappeared. And you know this can happen. You know this better than anyone because it's happened before. It happened to me. It was that life. I ceased to exist, and you did everything you could to bring me back because you couldn't bear a world with one person missing.
You did that for me too. I was trapped in that time explosion. You said you went through my entire life.
That car when you were 7.
I'm barely a year old. Born out of the TARDIS. Remember?
Sometimes I think we're all your children.
We're missing one person.
If Poppy's real, that means she was mine.
No, I swear on my life I would do anything to find her. There is only one thing that is strong enough to change reality one tiny degree.
Which is what?
The last of the Time Lords.
I don't know what's going on. I am so good.
Oh man, I like this face.
I like this face.
Man. Oh man. I was the best.
Okay, let's say best male. But don't tell the others. Cause effects is getting a little bit out of order.
I'm surprised it's not the other guy. He is always turning up.
Popped out of my timeline because there's a great big time schism on its way, caused by you.
Time needs to be shifted. Generation energy into the vortex to jolt it 1 degree.
Giving your life.
A life before a life.
If you rupture the time vortex, you could damage the whole of creation.
Is that why you're here? To stop me?
No, it was never gonna work. Your face is absolutely beautiful.
It'll be our last one if I get this wrong.
Don't get it wrong then.
No chance of bi-generation.
No chance of what?
No, never mind. Forget I said anything.
Try shifting your third strand of phenotype markers 1 microspasm to the left. Just might help.
I'm older than you. Why didn't I know that?
Yeah, it's all a bit timey-wimey. We never change. All these faces and we never really change. Don't go in fear. Go with that lovely smile.
So, he has to die?
We had longer.
May we always wish that. I've got to go. Back to my old life. Bye then.
So
I love you, Doctor.
I never say things like that.
That's why you got me.
Bye, Doctor.
Goodbye, Doctor.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Susan.
Not yet. Not yet.
Bad Penny. Go on then, Mr. Man. Where have you been?
Oh, I would love to be called Bad Penny.
You were there and then you were gone. But come on, she's waiting.
Who is?
Poppy.
Do y'all understand? I'm so confused.
Oh, isn't she beautiful?
The best.
We stopped the Rani, and then all of UNIT got busy all of a sudden. And I turned around and you'd gone. Had to be here, in this house, at 7:30 a.m. on the 24th of May. Remember?
24th of May, 2025. I need to get back for Poppy. Never mind, Miami. Poppy's waiting for me.
You were always coming home for Poppy.
Exactly.
But why 7:30?
Right, better be off. Oh, early for gentlemen callers, Belinda. That's a nice one.
Is one of the doctors from the hospital.
At last. It's really... Oh, that's for me. I gotta go. I've got a concert in Manchester. Lovely meeting you. Bye,
That's
Poppy
why
love.
7:30 she's got a concert.
Bye-bye.
Your mother.
I'm on nights, so Mum and Dad had Poppy. I had to be back for 7:30.
Because Manchester.
This is Uncle Doctor.
I'm our uncle.
Well, I thought it sounded nice. Her father's Richie. Richie Akimbola. I've known him since I was 21. We're not together anymore. We both wanted different things, but he's a lovely man.
So she's not a Time Lord.
How lucky he is to be the father of a girl who is
human.
100% human. Poppy the human, always there forever. All is well with the universe. I can't have children. But if I could, I wish that she was exactly like you. That brought all the wishes to an end. Clever old me.
The gods play tricks.
I like that saying they always
But
say.
I beat them. I always win.
You're the most amazing man in the world. I'd love to show Poppy the stars. But you know what happens next. She'll be shot at by lasers or hunted by cartoons.
It's been an honor, Miss Belinda Chandra. An honor, a nightmare.
Maybe when she's grown up, you could come back, take me to Neptune.
I'd like that.
I'd love that. Will I ever see you again, or do you never go back?
I hope you'll see me again, but not like this.
What does that mean? Why does it feel like there's something I've forgotten?
That's our lives. Beautiful things can be forgotten and gone, but they still happened. I think one thing remains. I love you. That will never change. Don't want to do this alone. I'm never alone with you. Fight to the world!
Fight to the world.
This has been an absolute joy.
Here's a good doctor. But what? Was that? Hold on. I need to go back. Who was that doctor? That's Rose? Well. Okay. So I wanna be so honest. I loved elements of this episode. I truly did. So yeah, let me start there. I loved the Rani. I loved both Ranis. I think that they both brought a lot to the character. I never went through that character yet through Classic Who, but I loved how they really portrayed it. They were amazing, and actually seemed super dangerous. So I loved that. I'm kind of upset how I want to call her the main Rani died. So now she's dead, but got eaten alive by Omega, who ended up being this oversized bearing god thing that the doctor defeated because he shoved that thing. So I got how he did that. And then Miss Flood disappeared, she peaced out. So Miss Flood is gonna most likely obviously be the new Rani. She could regenerate into somebody else, but she can't bi-generate because she already did that. Then when the doctor did one of these, he also said, I guess no more bi-generation. So it seems like they destroyed, well not destroyed, but stopped that storyline with the doctor being able to bi-generate, is what I'm assuming. Then the whole Poppy story, I don't understand it. In season 1, we met Poppy as in Space Babies. So was Poppy ever really there? Cause I'm confused. Because if she was in Space Babies in season 1 when Ruby met her, and how come Ruby couldn't remember her in Space Babies? Oh, well, that's what the doctor said. Oh, you remember her. You remember Poppy in Space Babies. That whole big storyline just to regenerate this doctor that's why I think that storyline was placed here. So he had to go pretty much shoot light beams out of his hands because he's apparently a mutant, obviously. Like he has powers, he's a lord, time lord. So he did that, which shifted the world back to how it was. So was this whole time the world shifted in another way? Is that why we never heard her say that? Because every time we saw the companion, I can't remember her, Belinda, talk about how she wanted to get back, she kept saying her father and her dad, and she mentioned stuff about her father being a musician. Did we ever meet her father? I don't even remember meeting her father. And stuff like that, but she never mentioned a daughter, and I guess that was taken out. I don't get it. I do not get it. I do not get it. I'm kind of interested to see what other people thought about the child. Why does it say Doctor Who spin-off The War Between the Land and the Sea releases epic teaser? Oh, there's a Doctor Who spin-off. I think people did tell me that previously. So we have that. I loved the Rani storyline. I think the Omega, like he didn't really need to be added in it, my personal belief. We could have just had the Rani, but I guess the Rani, because the Rani wanted to create whatever, so a new Gallifrey, and by using Omega for some reason. I guess because she thought Omega was gonna be like her, but it ended up being like this big old god thing. What else do I want to say? Okay, so I like that. What happened to Susan? What happened to Susan? What happened? We literally had Susan in the last episode show up for 2.2 what the hell just happened on Doctor Who? Yeah. I'm so curious to know what people thought about that. I wonder, let's see this. Why this particular, I can't say his name. I know everybody told me how to pronounce his name, I can't say it. For context, he decided to jump ship and move on once it became clear Disney weren't going to renew anytime soon, and he didn't want to stay tied to Doctor Who when production on season 3, if it does happen, it's still some way off. Hence why they filmed his Regeneration earlier in the year. Nick, I can't say his name, first season had been such a rating success, Disney would have wanted to snap it in for season 3 much sooner, when RTD was clearly expected them to So I take it as what I always assumed, that he didn't want to have to turn down job offers just in case Doctor Who calls. If they haven't given him a guarantee when filming would start, he would have stayed, as at least then he would know that okay, that's interesting. So this is what apparently one of the reasonings why he decided to leave is because he allegedly, we'll say allegedly, there's a lot of going on, and I went out yesterday, so my brain can't really function. My ADD is on an all-time high. I'm super confused about the Poppy storyline. I wanted to know why he left, but I thought also, to tell you the truth, no shade and absolutely no tea, a lot of doctors stay for 2 seasons, a lot. I think like when it got to later on, because right in Classic Who, the first Doctor stayed for a while, and now I'm on the second Doctor, and he's been there for a hot toddy ass minute. But I think that like Matt, maybe I just lied to you, because David and Matt both were in, I think like 3 or 4 seasons, I think. Regardless, I really did enjoy him as a doctor. I don't understand the Poppy storyline. I'm gonna stop saying that. So now he regenerated, and he regenerated into Rose Tyler, which is the gag. Rose Tyler is everything. She's the wolf. She was a companion. Now she's the doctor. What? That's crazy. I don't even know how they're gonna get that whole story. I wonder if they're gonna say like the doctor because the doctor knew who Rose was, and that's why the doctor could regenerate into now people the doctor has met. I would give this episode, the finale, I want to say a 7 or 8. I loved so much of it. I loved seeing Kate. I loved Mel. I loved Ruby. I really liked this companion, Belinda. I liked the doctor. I loved the Ranis because there was 2 of them, there was 1. And I liked all of that. I just think that overwhelmingly it got so confusing, and then us getting the teaser of Susan, and I thought that she was gonna be in this episode, but they didn't even mention that. So I don't understand why they even showed us Susan. I wonder how much money she got paid just to stand in bright light in an empty room. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to her. I want everybody to make money, but I'm just so confused why we even saw that. Because Susan was the granddaughter, so that still doesn't even tie to the doctor having the daughter. Like, and yeah, doctor, you do have a daughter. You don't remember? She's still flying around. We saw her in that one episode. She pieced out again, the blonde girl. And Susan, your granddaughter. It seems like, why did the doctor care? Why is there so much care for this daughter that wasn't his daughter? But your granddaughter is actually there somewhere because you saw flashbacks. And your daughter, your actual daughter, is also somewhere. Why did we get Susan? I thought she was gonna come in here somehow. I loved her. I was so happy to see her, but I guess it's just another thing for like a wow factor. And so season 3 hasn't been picked up by Disney? I wonder why. But BBC Studios isn't gonna get rid of it. So would it just go back to BBC Studios? Right? I don't know. I'm looking it up. That's really interesting. So now there's gonna be a spinoff. And what's the spinoff about? I don't really know if I even care. Okay, so Russell T. Davis said, "What a doctor. Thank you." His name, I know, somebody's typing ferociously down below, but say it. As his final words say, "This has been an absolute joy, and the team in Cardiff and everyone who has worked on this show for the past few years are lucky to have been part of whatever, it's great adventure." It's so rude that I can't pronounce it, I'm sorry. As he shoots off to new heights. Piper, who notably was not billed as a doctor in the closing credits, which instead just said introducing Billy Piper, said, "It's no secret how much I love the show, having played the companion Rose in mid-aught something alongside we know. And I always said I would love to return to Whoever's as I have some of my best memories there. So to be given the opportunity to step back on a TARDIS one more time was just something I couldn't refuse. But as for now, who, how, why, and when, you'll just have to wait and see." So there's that. That was good. So I mean, and then we had Jodie. How did I forget Jodie? She popped in for more people. You know, it's interesting they also picked Jodie to come in here. Because from what I remember, she was also very controversial because a lot of people didn't like her, and a lot of people said they didn't like Jodie's doctor because she was a lot of people said the haters of Jodie didn't like her as a doctor because she was a woman. That's what they said. So it's interesting they ended up bringing another controversial doctor, which they already just had, just to show up. But I liked her. So yeah, now we have Rose as the doctor. And I don't know if I like that. I mean, it's cool to see her again. I like her as the wolf. I like her as coming in and out, but you guys knew in season 1, I believe it was, season whatever it was, in New Who, not New Who. I wasn't a fan of Rose. You know, Rose Tyler pissed me the fuck off. But it's good to see her as a doctor. I don't know how much I'll be able to stay. That's interesting. I wonder how many people are like super excited. Like, I'm happy she's here once again, but I don't know if I want her to be a doctor because that means I gotta follow her around Lord, for a whole season. And now with season not being renewed so far, right? Disney hasn't picked it up, I should say. But BBC Studios, I'm sure is going to continue pushing on. But regardless, whenever Doctor Who does come back, I wonder how they're going to tie her in all of this. I mean, it's just so confusing now. Anyways, please comment down below what you thought about this episode. And until next time, I'm off this.